Well, perhaps it might be useful to say who's not going to be affected by the new state pension, and essentially that's anybody drawing their pension now, as at the 5th of April 2016, and that will be men born after the 6th of April 1951 or later, and women 6th of April 1953 and later. They'll find that their state pension eventually comprises elements of the old scheme and the new scheme. Well, national insurance contributions under the new scheme will accrue a weekly benefit of £4.44 for every qualifying year, up to a maximum of 35 years. That'll give you £155.65 per week. However, if you've built up benefits under the old scheme, they can create a starting amount, and that can exceed the new state pension. Well, this is a controversial area, and the rules governing it are complex. A lot of people have been contracted out under the old system, and typically that would have been through an occupational scheme or a personal pension scheme, sometimes known as an appropriate personal pension. First thing to point out, now, under the new scheme, you can't be contracted out. When you were contracted out, you would have been paying a lower national insurance contribution in an occupational scheme and would have received a rebate into your appropriate personal pension. That will affect your eligibility for any additional state pension, but there will be adjustments put in under the new scheme. Yes, there is. It's still possible to inherit part of your deceased partner's additional state pension, and also potentially part of their protected amount, which would have been credited from the old system to the new. Again, everybody's circumstances are going to be different and personal to them, so it's as well to be in touch with the Department of Work and Pensions to find out exactly where you stand. Well, I think it's fair to assume that there's going to be quite a bit of confusion, certainly in the first 3 or 4 or 5 years for those transforming from the old scheme to the new scheme. And as I said, it's always been good advice to get a state pension forecast if you're going to meet with your advisor and try and plan your retirement. I think that still stands good today. It's as well to be ahead of the game.